Good Thursday evening, well, Thursday night now. Thank you so much for watching. We have a lot to talk about. We've got some hot weather starting to come back into the region for this weekend before another cold front starts slowly making its way south. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over tomorrow's high temperatures as well. Got some severe weather to talk about as well. And then we're going to talk about the tropics because I think we're going to probably deal with our first hurricane of the season as it's heading towards the Lesser Antilles, going into the Caribbean next week. And we're going to look at tracks as well, because after about 5 to 7 days out, the tracks kind of wiper blade out. So it basically fans out a bunch. But if it gets in the Caribbean, basically anywhere from Mexico through the Gulf to Florida could be need to be up on the forecast going forward here. We've got about 10 to 14 days out before even thinking about it making landfall in the United States, if it makes landfall in the United States. But we have a lot of time to watch this. But now is the time to start talking about it and get prepared, because this is not like a tornado. You could see this thing coming from a long ways away. So, like I said, now's the time to prepare. So let's get into tomorrow's high temperatures first. We'll get into tomorrow's weather, then we'll go into the tropical update. All right, before we get into tomorrow's high temperatures, just now joining us, please click that thumbs up button, that like button, of course. Share this with your friends and family. Comment where you're from. That'd be great. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and the like button as well. And hit that subscribe button. It's basically like liking a page on Facebook. Just hit that subscribe button. Click all the notifications. You'll be notified every time we go live or post video content over on YouTube. All right, for tomorrow, you can see this heat is really starting to build over Texas as this high pressure kind of settles back in across Texas into Oklahoma into parts of Kansas and is slowly going to press east before another cold front kind of backs it off as we head towards late weekend. But triple digit temperatures likely tomorrow. Dallas to Midland, Lubbock to Amarillo, all into the 100-degree readings. Get south towards Houston, maybe 93 degrees, maybe some thunderstorms around. 88 New Orleans. Get up towards Oklahoma City, 102 tomorrow. This is not including the heat indexes. There is, we're going to go over the current hazard map here as well here in just a second, but 100 for Wichita, 89 up in Kansas City, 80 for Chicago, maybe some showers around, 94 Nashville, chance of storms possibly, 95 Little Rock, 97 Monroe. We go out towards the mid-Atlantic, 87 towards Atlanta, up towards Washington, 84 degrees, 91 for Charleston for tomorrow. All right, here's the national hazards map as of late Thursday night. Out west, we have basically an excessive heat watch out for all of California interior, in through the valleys here in desert locations. Now towards New Mexico, we actually have a flood watch out because of monsoonal flow coming up through New Mexico and through parts of Colorado, even, and then kind of the periphery of this ridge. There's going to be impulses come around through the Gulf of Mexico, through Mexico, then up into Colorado, then around basically the Ring of Fire is what we call it. And then as we get to Oklahoma, Kansas, parts of Texas, in through Louisiana here, this orange color here, that's a heat advisory out for tomorrow. And then up here towards the Tulsa area, northeastern Oklahoma, you're under excessive heat warning. Possible heat index is probably approaching or exceeding 110 degrees as we go through tomorrow, which is Friday, of course. All right, severe weather is starting to creep back into parts of the area here. Iowa to Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, into northeastern Colorado for tomorrow. So severe thunderstorms may develop from parts of the Central Plains into parts of the middle and upper Mississippi Valley on Friday. Large hail, damaging winds, and maybe a couple of tornadoes could be possible for tomorrow. Now, as we go in through Saturday, you see the front is starting to come a little bit further south as its high pressure settles down into western and southern Texas. So there's going to be more impulses coming around and possibly getting more rain into parts of, Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma, maybe even Kansas, through Missouri, northern Arkansas, through maybe the Ohio River Valley here. But damaging winds and a couple tornadoes are possible across parts of the upper Ohio Valley and the Northeast on Saturday, especially up here in this yellow area, which is a slight risk, marginal risk, all the way down through parts of northern Arkansas, most of Missouri, and in through parts of Oklahoma into the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma. Of course, this is through Saturday. Alrighty, hopefully you all can see this okay. But here is the troublemaker we're looking at right here. You can already see the spin with this thing, so it's becoming better organized. You can see around the center of the system more thunderstorm development, which National Hurricane Center is thinking that this could develop into a tropical depression or tropical storm over the next few days, and development in this region for June is very, very, very rare. This is unprecedented. So if we get a tropical storm development over the next few days across this main development region of the Atlantic and slowly pushing west northwest, this thing could very well be a very strong tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane by the time it hits the Lesser Antilles here, and it's going to head right into the Caribbean. And basically, it's landlocked, so it's going to hit something. Hopefully, it does not hit the United States, but as it moves west northwestward, we got to watch it. But we have plenty of time to watch this as we go forward. All right, here's the latest from National Hurricane Center here. This is regarding that system I just showed you. 90% chance of a development into possibly a tropical storm over the next few days here. So, go over a few of the details. Tropical wave located several hundred miles west southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands, continues to produce showers and thunderstorms as activities beginning to show signs of organization, like I showed you on the satellite picture, and environmental conditions are forecast to remain conductive. Thus, further development of the system is anticipated, and a tropical depression or tropical storm is likely to form over the next couple of days while the system moves westward at 15 to 20 miles per hour towards the Windward Islands here. So, interest in the Lesser Antilles should monitor the progress of the system. And if you are in the Gulf over towards Texas, through Florida, over towards, if you're going on vacation, maybe a cruise or something over the next couple of weeks, you need to stay up on the weather because this thing could be our first hurricane of the season. 70% chance of formation in the next 48 hours, 90% chance in the next 7 days. All right, let's look at the possible track for the system. Basically, it throws all the hurricane models together here, and you see where the center is currently, and then the track is pretty favorable of hitting the Lesser Antilles here. But then after about the fifth day or so, it starts diverging. Okay, so some of the tracks go a little bit north over just maybe just south of Puerto Rico, going over the Dominican over towards Haiti here, and then going towards the Bahamas and towards Florida. And but the rest of them stay kind of south over towards then going through the Caribbean here, and then some of them heading kind of a more of a westerly than northwest track, but some of these are staying to a west to north and heading northwest. So we have plenty of time to watch this. We can go over a few other models here, just showing some signs of what could happen with this thing. But there is very troubling signs that this could become a hurricane before it hits the Lesser Antilles, which these are these islands just north of North America or South America here. Here's Puerto Rico here. So this could easily become a hurricane by early next week, and then heading towards the Caribbean. This could be bad news. We were, like I said, we've been kind of beating the drum on this. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, and the development of this thing is in a very rare spot for June. You don't see much development out towards, just off the coast of Africa, basically, with these tropical waves coming off. So this is going to be a very rare occurrence coming into the Atlantic Basin over the next few days. All right, let's go over some of the global models. Here's the latest. It's the 18Z GFS. Shows a general consensus before it hits the islands here, and then it kind of splits off. Some going northwest to north, some going just due west, some going towards the Gulf of Mexico. Like I said, after day 5, it's kind of like a windshield wiper effect. It could go one way, it could go another way. So there's plenty of time, but now is the time to start thinking about preparations or what you need. Maybe some hurricane supplies here and there. Gulf Coast through Mid Atlantic, even. You got this is going to be a long hurricane season. This is just now getting the peak of hurricane season is not until September. So there's the supplies you need. You need to start gathering them up, getting to a tote, stuff like that. Just never, always be prepared. Just always be prepared for stuff like this. Any kind of disaster that could come our way. All right, so let's go to the European. This is the 12Z. You can see it's basically a westerly, then kind of a northwesterly track. And then, like I said, after about day 5 to 6, that's when all the tracks start diverging because there's going to be a high pressure up here, somewhere over the mid Atlantic here. There's going to be a high pressure somewhere over here towards the central North America here, or central United States. So all this is going to where those are going to be the deciding factors on where this actually goes. And if there's a trough that may come down across the northeastern United States, may pick this up as well. That's why some of these models are diverging and bringing it northwest and north, even up towards Florida into the Gulf of Mexico as well. So we got to stay up on the weather here over the next basically 10 to 14 days. This thing's a long ways off from United States, so we have plenty of time, but we need to start talking about it so you guys can kind of stay ahead of what's coming. All right. All right, that basically sums up tonight's weather briefing for you all. As like I said, there's a lot going on. We got heat, we've got severe weather, we've got tropics we're keeping an eye on. And also, our winter weather forecast is going to be coming out in August. So, if you're not a supporter, there's going to be over in the supporter hub as well. A lot of good content we do from time to time over in the supporter hub that you don't normally see on the public page. But then we'll get first dibs on the winter weather outlook, and that'll be in August. If you want to support us, you can click a link I will have in the comments as well. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great evening, great rest of your night. Stay cool out there as like I said, the heat is coming back.